Okay. So have you ever, thought about like how churches train people, especially over in Asia?
Yeah, it's a huge topic.
It is. And, today we are going to be kind of diving into this group called the Increase Association.
Okay.
They're doing some pretty amazing work over there. Like they're all about connecting and strengthening like all these different training movements, and not just in Asia either, right? They're all over the place.
Yeah, they have a pretty global vision.
Yeah, and here's what I think is really interesting. They're not just focused on equipping pastors or like church leaders. They're all about equipping like every single follower of Christ.
Yeah, that's a really key part of their vision. They're trying to create this like global movement of disciples, where everyone feels empowered and equipped.
Wow. So how are they doing this? Like how are they actually helping churches accomplish that? I'm thinking about, pastors in like little villages or people in huge cities. Like how does Increase reach all those people?
Well, one of the big things they do is support something called theological education by extension, or T.
T.
Yeah, and you might be wondering, like, how does that work?
Yeah, I mean that sounds kind of complicated.
Well, it's actually it's pretty adaptable. It's a way to bring like theological education right to people wherever they are.
Oh, okay.
So some programs will use like correspondence courses or online learning platforms, and sometimes a mix of both, with local mentors to guide the learning.
Oh, so it's like a chameleon. You can kind of blend into, all
Yeah.
these different environments. That makes sense.
Exactly, yeah. And it's really effective. Like, think about a small village in, let's say, Nepal. Before Increase, it was hard for people to get access to theological education.
Right?
But now, because of T programs, you might have a farmer who never had any formal training, and now they're leading these like vibrant Bible studies, or a young woman who's teaching kids about faith.
Wow.
Those are the kinds of stories that Increase is making possible.
So it's really about like empowering people, right?
Yeah.
Like giving them the tools to live out their faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. And I was reading that Perry Shaw, a former professor, said that Increase is, quote, strategic in ensuring continual development and a high level of excellence in their programs. So they're not just, throwing stuff out there. They're really committed to making sure this training is top notch.
Oh, yeah, that commitment to quality is crucial. And the other really important piece of the puzzle is collaboration. Increase really believes that, the Great Commission, reaching the world for Christ, it's too big a job for any one person or group to do alone.
Right. It takes a village, as they say.
Exactly.
So how do they put that collaborative spirit into practice? Like, how do they actually work together?
Well, they have a few different membership levels. First, you have core members who are like national church-based training organizations. These are the people on the ground, the boots on the ground, leading the work in their regions. And then you have fellowship members, individual members, and there's even a Friends of Increase option.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, for people who, maybe don't meet all the criteria to be full members, but they still want to be a part of the movement.
So it's like this big web or like a tapestry with all these threads of, churches and training organizations and individuals, and they're all kind of woven together by this common purpose. I really like that.
Yeah, it's a powerful image.
So what do you think sets Increase apart from other groups that are doing similar work?
Well, one of the things that makes them unique is that they are nationally led and governed. So it's not like some Western organization coming in and saying, this is how you have to do things. The initiatives are really tailored to, the specific needs of each region.
Oh, that's important. So it's really a grassroots movement growing up from within those communities.
Exactly. And their dedication to equipping leaders for growing churches is another big thing. They understand that, as these churches grow, they need strong, capable leaders.
Yeah, of course. Leaders who can support and guide their congregation.
Exactly.
So, we've talked a lot about what Increase does, but taking a step back, it seems like they're having a huge impact on churches in Asia and beyond, right? They're equipping everyday believers to live out their faith in incredible ways. But here's a question I want to leave you with. How do you think this approach of equipping all believers, how might that change things for faith communities in other parts of the world?
That's a good question. What if every church member felt like they were equipped to share their faith, to serve their community, to really make a difference. Think about the potential if we moved away from this model where only a few people are seen as the leaders, right?
That's pretty mind-blowing. So for everyone listening, if you're interested in learning more about Increase, we'll be sure to include a link to their website in the show notes.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
You might even consider becoming a friend of Increase and supporting their mission. It's really inspiring stuff.
It really is.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's been great talking about Increase with you.
My pleasure.
Until next time.
Bye.